Austin is in the house changing clothes, and he's gonna come out here and we're gonna plant some stuff. We're so behind. So behind. I feel like in the last garden update I said I'm gonna plant lettuce. That never happened, and it's not going to happen now. It's too late to plant lettuce. There's just been so much going on, and I guess sometimes I get surprised. I can see him looking at me through the window. He's so funny. I just get surprised by my energy levels that are just kind of dropping off by the day, and sometimes you end up making something into a big deal that's not a big deal at all, and you're like, oh, it just feels so overwhelming, I can't do this. Oh gosh. And for some reason that's what I've made planting some of this stuff out to be, is just made it into a bigger ordeal than it is. So all that to say, he's gonna come out and we're just gonna try to get this planted. I think once this is done and it's not hanging over my head, I will feel better. And I enjoy it. I love to garden. I love to plant stuff. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I don't mean it to sound like something's hanging over my head, but it needs to be done, and it would be great if it was done before the baby's born. Because once the baby's here, you know, we're not gonna be in garden mode much anymore. But we've not planted too much because we don't want it to be too hard to take care of. So got some flowers. I've got one paper plant. One tomato plant is already planted thanks to Dad. We've got 2 more, and we're gonna put them in grow bags beside the deck here and just try to let them go up the deck. Sometime eventually I'd like to have a big bed with tomatoes, and maybe we would get another cattle panel to train them on. I've got just very few onions. I wanted to plant more onion buttons this year. I think you can pretty much stagger plant onions and plant those anytime, so I don't know, might still do that, maybe not, but I at least need to plant what I've got over here. I have parsley. I want that maybe in a grow bag. I've got chamomile. I've never been able to grow chamomile. I've always killed it. But Mom has like awesome chamomile coming up there just up the hill. And the first year it didn't really do that great, and then it's just come back in spades. So I'm hoping this chamomile will survive. I want to put it behind me in that little brown bed. Flowers over here to my left that have got to be planted. And then I don't know if we'll accomplish it all tonight before the sun goes down, because we're going to race against the sun here after supper. But all the grow bags that I was able to take from the old house, I want to just bring them to this side of the yard with the rest of the garden stuff so it could all be watered over here. And I meant to mention in another video the reason we did not bring our nice Vigo beds with us. We left those at our old house because the buyer wanted them. And we were not desperate, but we wanted to sell the house. And we were like, if she wants them, she can have them. Absolutely. If that helps her buy our house, she can have them. It was a little bit bittersweet because we put in so much work into the garden and in the house as well. But this is going to be ultimately a better place to garden because there's more space. And we have this big garden space here that my parents are working on, which I can leave some links in the description to that. It's very special to me to be able to look out and see corn. The corn is like maybe this tall, because that garden has not been planted in maybe 10 or 12, probably 12 or 15 years. Before my grandpa passed away, there was several years before he passed we didn't plant it, and so that's incredibly special to see that planted. But I am glad we were able to bring the grow bags, and need to get those to this side of the yard. And then I think that is mostly it. You're so silly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't doing anything.
You're cracking me up.
I didn't do a thing.
You are ready to plant, huh?
Let's do it.
So I forgot to mention it. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to stop distracting me. I forgot to mention that these beds behind me, Mom and Dad did come down with a tractor and put dirt in. So that was really nice. That's been, honestly, probably 2 weeks ago now that they brought it down, and we got a good mix of some topsoil, kind of just regular, I don't know, dirt, and Then we got some compost, so we got a good mix of that, and so now they're ready to plant. And then I've got some bags of soil that I just got at Walmart, and I'm hoping if we need to top off any smaller containers tonight that will do. So I want to put chamomile in this bed, and I know that chamomile can take over, and this is a small bed, but again, I've never had luck with growing chamomile, and I want to put it in this bed because I think maybe in the past I overwatered chamomile. I tried it in a grow bag one time. I tried it in a little garden bed that was in the ground itself, but it just didn't really have good drainage. So I'm thinking maybe this bed could be better, but I don't know, in case it doesn't come up, I don't really want to take the whole bed. So I'm going to say put it in that corner because I love chamomile tea. That's probably my favorite hot tea, and I would love to be able to harvest my own. And at the old house, I did have a chamomile plant that I was able to harvest just a few things of chamomile off of, and then it died. So.
Yeah.
It looks great. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where we're going to put the parsley. And this little parsley is kind of looking a little sad. But maybe if we pull off the old parts and get it in the soil there, it will do better. I had parsley at the old house, and it would grow all the way through the winter. I mean, it was growing great when we left. So, hoping that this will take off as well.
Thank you, doll.
Thank you. And the parsley at the old house really kind of grew a lot, so this is a big grow bag, but I'm thinking eventually that parsley can probably fill it up pretty good.
It probably will, because it did. It absolutely took off like crazy at the other house.
It did. We like to put Epsom salts in the bottom of when we plant tomatoes, so there goes that. And then usually we'll take off like the bottom suckers, and that seems to help too. So guess another grow bag there for our other tomato.
That's right.
So that's a Cherokee Purple, which will be kind of a normal sized tomato, and then that one back there is a Black Cherry, which will be a tomato, and those are both really good. Those are varieties we enjoy growing. And again, we're hoping we'll just train these up the deck here, so we may have to move them closer to the porch, but that'll be fine. I think that's like 2 tomato plants in one, but that's okay.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't think these need any water. This soil is very damp.
Okay. This one has a little bit of dirt. We actually robbed dirt out of this to plant the tomato the other day. So we're going to add some more dirt to this one and put some flowers in it. Got a little bit of compost from one of the other grow bags we're going to add in. And just add it all. And kind of mix it around. That'll be good enough, I think. That topsoil that we just got from Walmart, it looked good, but it looked a little loose. So
This will help, and adding a little water to it will help.
Yeah. I thought we ought to try to add a little bit of compost. Well, I did water these today.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
they're still awfully wet.
They needed watering bad, so I've come out this afternoon and watered them. Usually I like to water in the morning, but
That's okay.
they were looking pretty pitiful, so I had to give them some water.
Yeah. That is perfectly fine, dog.
Alright, that'd be pretty. We got a pink one. Yeah, that's better.
I figured they were kind of on top of each
Yeah.
other right there. And I'm going to give these just a light dust in the water so that soil
Kind of.
compact a little.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm not going to
okay.
soak them.
Yeah. This is where we're going to put our pepper plant. This is one that I got from Mom. I wasn't even planning on growing peppers. Not because I don't want to, but just trying not to overdo it, but she had an extra one that she offered me, which is sweet. We'll probably have to get something to stake that pepper up with, but
at some point we will.
But I think that'll be easy to find something to stake that with.
Yeah.
We're gonna rob some more compost. Just a little, mix a little compost with the topsoil for the flowers. And this little plastic container is one we had at the old house. It just come from Walmart, but I really like it.
Think they'll all three fit?
I don't know if they'll all three fit in there or not.
I bet they will.
So these are not nowhere near as pretty as when I first got them because they've sat outside and been in a lot of rain and wind in the weather we've had lately. But these are what's called celosia, and this is some of my favorite flowers because they look like little feathers. I think all three of them will fit in there. We're going to try it.
It looks like they will.
And then this is actually another variety of celosia that lots of people call rooster's comb because it kind of looks like a rooster's comb. Again, they're a little pitiful looking because they've been in the rain and the wind, but
they'll be fine.
We'll try to get those planted too.
What do you think about that?
It looks great, darling. I like it. Okay.
Show me how you want them.
So this is salvia that is looking pretty sad.
That's all right.
Because it's been out and really should have come out of these containers a long time ago. This is a pretty big grow bag, so I'm hoping we can do them all. Like if you did them kind of in a little circle, kind of just around.
Looking about how you wanted it to.
It is. It looks great. Doing a great job. I like it.
Okay. All right.
Looks great. Okay, I want the white one in the green container.
Okay.
These are little plastic containers that I got from Lowe's. They are pretty cheap and they're pretty nice. I loved the colors. I thought they were really pretty, especially that green. Probably, honestly, I prefer plastic containers or grow bags to the big ceramic ones. The big ceramic ones are beautiful, but they're heavy.
Yeah, they are.
So
hard to move around if you want to.
Yeah, they are. And I know myself, and from one year to the next, I'm going to want to change things and move things.
I know you well enough to know that, too.
I thought the pink one would be real pretty in that gray there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, in the gray, I think we can try to fit all 4 of these little rooster combs.
Yeah, I think so. Alternated like that?
Yeah, I think that'd be nice. That's great, darling. These are begonias, and they are beautiful. And there's a decent amount of them, so I was thinking maybe we could do them kind of down to there, and then we'd have room for some onions, and then the pepper plant wouldn't
maybe
be...
like down here and then onions.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a relief to have this done.
Yeah.
I just kept walking by these plants on the sidewalk thinking, I've got to plant you. You're not looking so good. And we've had so much rain that so many times when we were going to plant, we couldn't.
Yep.
And then in the evenings after you get off work, you're tired, and by that time I'm tired, and we just kind of kept saying, well, we've got other things we have to do. And
kind of been putting it off, but
yeah, we have been.
It is. It's good to get it done.
This will be good.
All right.
Good deal.
It's all on those.
Looks good. And those won't have to be dug very far. Like you might just be able to
literally just
kind of screw them down in there.
Like that right there.
Yeah. These are little candy cane onions, and they are so good. really good in a salad. I grew these last year, and that's how we ate them, was in salads.
Yeah, they were good that way.
And they're a real pretty red color on the ends. This is a chive plant that I got last year, and it's produced really good. And we ate a lot of salads last year with chives, but I need to get it out of this container. I've left it in this container since last year. I know that chives can take over and chamomile can too, but I'm going to risk it and plant them together.
It's gonna be a wild ride in this here
This
planter.
bed. I'm gonna see if it'll work. And you can cut them back generously, so if it gets too crazy, I'll cut it back, and if it got too crazy, I could always move it later. Frankly, I'm surprised that it survived that long in that container. This will be good to get it in the ground. Yeah, that's nice.
I think that's good.
So I'm thinking maybe I could have a grouping out here in this kind of front part of the yard. Of course, someday I want to expand and just have garden space everywhere. But I've got a lot of other flowers back in this other spot. So I was trying to find a way to kind of spread them out. So that is banana mint, and you know how mint grows? It grows like crazy. I have got to trim it back. But I thought that might be pretty up here in the front. And then Austin's going to bring over a lemon balm, and that lemon balm desperately needs to be trimmed back. It is getting too tall. But again, that's something I can do. This lemon balm is just prolific. It's done really well in this grow bag, but it's in desperate need of a trim. Look at that. It does bother me that it's blue-green. Now it will probably bother me that I have two of the same types together, but
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
But I think the color would bother me more. I don't even know why that would bother me, but it does.
At a certain point, we can switch it too if you want.
Yeah, that's true. Like right here. Like loop it around. There we go.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is some more chives that, surprise, need to be cut back. So Austin is bringing over the oregano. That also needs to be trimmed. The oregano has all kinds of weeds growing in it.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. We can have them looped around on this.
In more little here.
There you go. That looks great. It's already getting dark, but before it gets too dark, I want to kind of walk you back around and show you. So here's what we got here. We got our tomatoes, salvia, got our begonias, our onions, our pepper plant, and those potatoes are coming up great. All these flowers are coming up really good too. Then we've got our chives and our chamomile, parsley down here on the end, more chives, some oregano, and then down here in front we've got the lemon balm, the banana mint, and some flowers. I'm gonna need to trim that back though. And I know my mom is doing a grocery pickup tomorrow, and so I texted her and I said, while you're there, would you buy me some just little flowers to go in these pots, since I have them left? So maybe we'll still get some flowers in those. And then down there, I haven't mentioned that, but maybe in one video or so, that is actually a little cattle panel that Mom and Dad put up for me for Mother's Day, and that's got some beans and some cucumbers. So I know you can't see all the way from here, but those are coming up, and that's pretty exciting. All right, are you relieved that we got that done?
I am. I'm glad to get that done.
I am very relieved that we got that done.
Got to get it in before baby gets here.
Absolutely. I think it looks great.
It does. Looks pretty good.
I just
Much
had...
better than just piled up on the sidewalk.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that wasn't looking so good.
No, not so much.
It's just, this is so cool. I just did not expect that we would have any amount of any kind of garden here at the new house when we moved.
Well, it was kind of a pretty quick process, so
It was.
kind of just had to pile everything in all at once. But
There's a circular bed, cinnamon block bed down there behind us, and I wanted to put some colas in that. And I actually was going to buy some colas at the Satterfield's nursery that me and Mom went to a couple weeks back. And I somehow left it over there. I didn't get it like up sort of to where the register to where I was going to pay for it. I didn't mean to. I wanted to pay for it.
Okay.
But I didn't. But honestly, this will be tons to manage, so maybe we'll do that bed next year.
This will be plenty to manage this year, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll see you next year.
Yeah. All right, well, we got to go in. It's almost 9 o'clock.
About to get dark on us.
It's about to get dark. We got to get showers and get in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to work tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, well, we always appreciate you watching. You have to drop a comment and let us know what you think. And as always, God bless you, God keep you, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Gotta put this baby to bed.
Get that boy in there.
Of course, that's when he decides to play, is when I go to bed.
Absolutely.